idea where we're going.
I have no idea either. That's why we're here on the Daily Dose. My name is Robert, my pal Susan, where we make a whole show out of not knowing. That's
You
kind of
talk
fun.
a lot about trust, uh,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Well,
Right.
trust of the unknown, right? That's one of the big phrases, and it's one of the most difficult things to do. It really speaks foundationally about Parkinson's, right? I mean, you as a person living with it have to trust the unknown that somehow you're going to get through whatever it decides to manifest as. And again, if you're taking that on alone, that is just a huge ask. I think that's the paramount importance of not going this alone. Does that sound right?
It does, Robert. And the other component is time. If you can let go of projection
Mm.
and you can settle into the joy of this moment, the good thing that happened today, the fact that you got to have tea with your friend yesterday, those little things, if you can hang on to those as valuable, it makes it easier to not, when you have a big dip in energy or mood or physical function.
Well, that's right, because you're right. In anything that feels like you talked about the dip or a new symptom or whatever can be that, I mean, we jokingly say, it's the big one, Wheezy, it's the moment, right? Uh,
Yeah.
the feeling that, oh my God, Parkinson's has finally come for me. And you think about that from a specter standpoint of Parkinson's lingering over your shoulder. And it's how to accept the fact that it's there, but it's not you, that it's not the marionette and you are not the puppet, right? Which
I
can
love,
be
what a
healing,
great image. Yes.
right?
Yeah, what a great image. Yes. And the way to do that is to live in the moment
Yeah.
and to value the moment. And also to be honest with the fact that you're scared because you had a new symptom. You don't know what it means. Maybe it's taking a few days for it to settle out or in. Maybe it doesn't go away. I mean, time is a really important component to managing this in the healthiest way.
Absolutely. And so there's the phrase. It's funny you said that because it just really popped heavy in my morning pages, which I write every day when I first wake up, was today's the day. And that's an improv phrase that
Yeah.
is used to really ground us in the now. The other one, I don't know if you're familiar with, I just did a wonderful series with a woman named Amy Westrup, and we nicknamed her Spazzy Magoo
Oh,
because
great.
she's so funny.
Yes,
But
that was great.
she brought a phrase for it I'd heard, but it was really foundational for her that I liked, which was base reality. Had you heard that before?
No,
Base reality.
no,
So
not.
improvisationally, it goes with who, what, where, which you hear me do all the time, right? Getting that is kind of a base reality.
Okay, okay.
Base reality is something that covers all of that, which is to say, what is our base reality? And it has to do with relationship. And it has to do with, once again, like you're saying, grounding yourself. The reality is now. It's not about, like you said, projections of the future or regrets of the past. So base reality says, this is what's in front of me right now.
Yeah. Hmm.
I like that.
I
And
do.
conceptually, you've been good about it, but this is something I think people miss is improv. We don't do this just to play the games, and that's why we're so off of the idea of performative side of it. We do it to say, okay, now I got it. How can I apply it to my life?
And another aspect of that, which may be less obvious to you because you've been doing improv for 20 something years, is not an overt application, like thinking about it overtly as an application, but discovering that you're doing it out there in the real world and it's easily translating to people who have no idea that you've just laid an improv moment into your whatever you're saying.
Let me give you a moment like that. So it's seeing it and recognizing it, and this is really fun for me. You have you seen Wicked yet?
Nope.
Okay, so this is a run, don't walk. See it as soon as you can. It's that good. It's awesome. And
Wow.
here's the moment where that movie turned on a dime for me. I was enjoying it. And backstory, I'd seen the musical. I liked it. I wasn't blown away by it like a lot of people, including my daughter, were. I liked it. It was okay. And I went into the movie hoping it was going to be good. My expectation was actually, I think it's either going to be great or this might really suck. Like somebody might really screw this up. I wasn't in the this could be middle ground. But in the first 40 minutes I was watching, I was going, this is kind of middle ground. It's good. It's not great, but it's not bad. But this is good. I'm
Okay.
enjoying. This is okay. And then it happens. There's this scene between between Galinda, as she was at that point, and Alfie. And Alfie, they met in the tense stage of this school dance, as it were, and Elfie was trying to express herself, and she was the absolute outcast. She just couldn't have been more. Everyone's making fun of her. She was wearing this hat that was it was a joke gift from Galinda meant to humiliate her, but that becomes her, transformation to becoming a witch. And she, in front of everybody, instead of talking, just starts doing these moves, these kind of
Oh,
and here's the incredible thing that Glinda does that changes her, and the character's so complex. She goes out and starts mirroring.
I love it. Oh my
She
God.
was they were mirroring and I get chills even thinking about it. And
I-
so there is a application. We can't talk this through. There's no words to make this right. But I can see this, I can see this, and I can yes and it was totally the lone nut first follower thing. I was
That's
just
so cool.
my mind was exploding because that's where the movie went from good to oh my god. And Francesca said the same thing, my beautiful daughter,
Real.
saying it was their friendship, their unlikely friendship,
Yeah.
that and complicated friendship that made it take off. And oh, did it take off. So there's
Woo.
a really practical use. People might, who knows if they're even aware of that being an improvisational thing or not.
No, they won't be. Most people won't, but instinctively that gut thing that happens with mirroring is so cool.
It was
Wow, thank you for that Thanksgiving recommendation present. Go see Wicked as fast as I can. We're gonna
Please
go
do. And go enjoy your day. Okay. Go have a wonderful
enjoy.
time with family. I will do the same. And thank you for all you give, all you are, and all you've helped co-create my word of the year in this. Thank you to all my board, to Amy and to BJ. Thank you to all of our beautiful, wonderful participants for bringing everything you bring. It's overwhelming where we're going and how we're growing, and I couldn't be happier. So thank you.
What he said.
All
I
right.
love you, Robert. I
Love
love
you.
you. Yes, and exercise.
Take care. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.